Arkham, it feels like a spin-off game to me. That's kind of my thing.
It's
like,
apparently in its own little world. It's not supposed to be connected to Arkham, which is
I'm
actually kind of glad they did that, because think about what would have happened if they had something that was connected.
No. I agree with you on that. It's just like it feels weird because I recognize the systems in the game as ones that I've seen in Arkham, so it just kind of throws me for a loop a little bit.
I do like that you get, at least one of the things I do like is each of the characters does play different, which is nice. But poor Lunar I tortured him last night because I'm like, this is Ninja Turtles. And now he can't unsee it, and it makes it funnier because you have Jason in red, and he's the angry one. You've got Dick in blue, and he's the leader. You got Tim kind of being Donnie. And I guess Barb is the really shitty version of Mikey.
Yeah, no.
You kind of got it, you just didn't get it there at the end, but you got definitely the Leo and the Raph thing going. And they did the thing I hate so much, where they have the Batman, but he's using the voice changer.
I actually don't mind that.
It drives me crazy. Because the reason it drives me crazy is I feel like it takes away from, like, if the actor can't do it, like the voice actor can't do it, that's fine. But I feel like you're taking something away from the voice actor when you do that. Because there are so many voice actors who can do it.
I understand from the perspective of, I understand from the perspective of the person actually, portraying the character, how that can be kind of a whatever, but the other thing I also understand is that in universe, we have had very good and very bad Batman voices. If you do the modulator, then it's just kind of, it tampers out any way that we wind up with a Christian Bale situation.
Yeah. The weirdest thing is,
that's why I like Ben Affleck.
It's not that hard to really change. Like, this is why I kind of wish some of them had been given like voice direction from people like Kevin Conroy, because he explained it to me how he did the different voice between Bruce Wayne and Batman, and it's just
I've heard the explanation.
Yeah, it's such an easy thing to do, but it's something a lot of voice directors don't give to the actors.
Oh, I was talking about live. I was talking about live action people doing that.
No, that's the thing. He said it before. He said it to me, and I know what he meant because he couldn't say things after he got in trouble. It would work very well for any actors doing Batman if they're given that direction, but a lot of them aren't. And I knew who he meant with that.
I mean, it also depends on how fucked up that modulation is. If it sounds like Batman is a speaking spell, yeah, you got a problem.
It's a little wonky in Arkham Knight, to me at least. Like, when you make it to where you really can't, it doesn't sound that modulated, like you can kind of get away with it. But this one you can definitely tell.
Let me put it this way, you've heard the Ben Affleck Batman modulation voice, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I like that one. It's not bad, it's still kind of intimidating, and it doesn't sound like he's a fucking robot.
Yeah, and Ben Affleck has said he just couldn't grasp, like, he couldn't get the Batman voice, so I get it for that, so that worked, because he admitted he couldn't do it. But
Batman got so retardedly jacked to play Batman. God, I miss him.
You need to see Batman in Arkham Knight. He's retardedly jacked, too.
Well, yeah.
He's also supposed to be, like, damn near 40 in that game. So it's not a young Batman.
I mean, it sounds about right given the age of the other characters.
Wrong button.
Like, Dick Grayson looks like he's about 30.
I like the game. I don't think maybe it shouldn't have been like $60 and stuff. It should have came out a little cheaper, but it's not bad. The game definitely looks nice. Also, I love the fact that sometimes you can just shoot at the citizens and just scare the shit out of them because they'll shit talk you. And I just started chasing one down, shooting him, and then I didn't get shit talked the rest of the night.
Can you run him over?
Yes.
All right, there you go. That's all I needed to know.
You can run them over. I just started acting like a psychopath because I got sick of them shitting on Jason.
Speaking of which, don't you still have to play Arkham Knight?
You can go fuck yourself. myself, I thought Arkham
I
Gotham
actually
Knight would
like it.
count.
I actually like that game.
I like parts of the game. I just wish we could have gotten the Paul Dini story. I really wanted to see what his final was for because he had it all written out, and it's like I want to know.
Oh, I was saying mostly the gameplay, but yeah.
Oh, the
no,
gameplay is fine, especially because it's just such a weird battle.
Yeah, and I also
all
love
of the
just
Arkham
running
games.
through
Fuck you. It's not unconscious. Everyone dead.
and I like just running around in the Batmobile and hitting people and getting points for it.
Oh yeah, no, that is fun.
Like fucking Death Race, but they respawn.
I would like a Batman game completely in the Tim Burton universe.
Did they do that back in like the 8-bit days?
I would like that in the newer.
No,
That's actually playable.
No. I'm just saying. I couldn't remember if they actually did do one.
They did. It's just barely fucking playable.
You need to find a way to prove this kid's innocence, otherwise he's going to jail.
No, his dad's going to jail, not him. Thank you for the subs, guys. Hi.
He'll go to jail right after his dad.
He's
because
gonna become a criminal.
Yep, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He blames society for his father's imprisonment, and then he turns to a life of crime.
You're in a superhero mode, aren't you?
Well, technically that's a super villain, but yes!
Fine, you can be on when I play Arkham Knight, and we have to do it modded.
Oh, thank God. Also, you have to play as Batfleck.
If you can find that mod.
It's a skin in the game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That game came out at the same time as...
Oh, I ran around that entire
Batman.
game as Batman animated and 60s Batman.
I was going to say, there is also a 60s Batman as well in there, but no,
I
there is
did love that racetrack. That is one of my favorite racetracks.
It was fun.
That's why I feel like if you gave Rocksteady, like, a 60s Batman game or, like, a Tim Burton game, I think they'd pull it off like there's no tomorrow. Give them anything but that fucking Suicide Squad game, because that thing was just... You can tell they're phoning it in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they've gone kind of as far as they're probably going to go with their version of Batman, and I do like it. So I'd rather see them try and do something else, because it's just kind of like, even though I
to do a Superman game, I want to see them do a proper Superman game.
That would be fun.
Because it's so hard to do something proper with Superman.
To be honest, it is kind of difficult from a writing perspective.
Get a good writer in, and which they usually get, and get,
Everyone, please wake up. This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
Seth Burrows. God, could you have a gayer name?
I want to make Sephiroth jokes.
Here's your megaphone, sir.
You're late. Please wake up.
Don't shoot me.
This is Amaterasu Peacekeepers, Investigation Team, Section Chief Seth Burrows.
Is that thing on?
I can't tell. Nope.
I was wondering why the audio was not different.
Everyone, listen closely. It appears there are fools in town who do not comprehend the majesty of the Peacekeepers. Many of them have been eliminated already, but I've heard some outsiders have recently arrived. Go find witnesses and extract information to see who has interfered with us.
Here, use this
They
power.
may still be nearby. Capture anyone that even appears suspicious.
Will they work that good from that far?
A megaphone?
Oh, and
Yeah, it just, I mean, you're normally supposed to put your mouth on.
if not, then hurry along with that. The rain in this city makes bodies rot quickly. You better hurry or it will putrefy.
Do you plan on fucking it?
Look, he looks like the type. Let's be real.
Yeah.
To speed this case along, we need to quickly deal with that nail man we arrested.
Oh, they're gonna go murder him now.
We should even consider a public execution.
Oh no, you're gonna be a dumbass and plan this shit instead of just walking in there and popping him in the head.
Gotta make an example out of him.
Sometimes the simplest example is the better one. Kill him and then parade the body through the streets.
What do we do? At this rate, my dad...
Look, kid, you may just want to go to the orphanage and just cut out the middleman at this point. You're gonna see it in the newspaper tomorrow.
This Seth guy doesn't care about the truth. He just wants to wrap up this case as soon as possible.
So he sounds like every other cop out there?
Are we going to go and shin kick him in the balls?
If it gives me the option.
In this city, what they say becomes the truth.
Please! Please save my dad!
Don't touch me.
The only way to save your dad is to catch the real culprit.
Also, don't touch me. Also, don't touch me.
I can do it. Leave it to me.
Remove the hands.
Thank you!
If you ever touch me again,
But
I'll
first,
fucking
we
hit
have
you.
to leave this area before
You're
they find
so
us.
I
I know a secret way out!
Hey, kid, why don't you run into those masked people screaming while I run out the back?
You can pass through here to get back to a street in Ginma District. You might stand out if you're with me, so I'll go a different direction.
Oh, thank God.
Are you sure you'll be okay alone?
Yes, I play around here often. Please help my dad.
Little did we know this kid was the nail man the whole time.
I'm gonna kick you in the face.
You're very violent
Just you
tonight.
wait.
You're in the
bring some of
perfect
them soon.
position.
But then we won't get paid.
No, then we just steal the money off of him and we get paid anyway without having to do the work.
Baldur's Gate logic.
Yeah, no, literally, like, Baldur's Gate logic is just every D&D player, there's a fucking loot goblin. Or fucking experience whores. Because that's what happens when you run experience games, is people just literally look for things to kill for experience. Trust me, I've done it.
Has Cham showed you his new idea for a character?
Yes, he has, and I'm very excited about it. I like the idea.
Good. I told him you'd like it.
That'll be a good introduction, because that race comes up again in another season.
Oh, perfect. That is going to be so stupid. Because I know what he's planning. See, everyone shows me their stuff.
I'm...
You try to be more eco-conscious. You're a
I'm
ghost.
sure.
Why would you care? Wouldn't being less eco-conscious make you happy because more things would die?
Maybe she only wants humans to die?
That would still cause humans to die, too. Libido conscious? What about my dick?
Huh?
There's gonna be so many clips from tonight, isn't there? Oh goodness, that is Optimus.
I feel like if that thing wasn't, like, incorporeal, I could throw it like a football. Like, perfect spiral type bullshit. It's the right shape.
You are very violent tonight.
I didn't say I was going to throw it into something.
It's gonna have to hit something eventually.
Yeah, well, maybe I could play catch with somebody. I don't know. Or maybe a dog or something. Maybe I'll throw it at the cat and see what happens.
You sure you want to be so quick to make promises?
I'm not very confident, but I can't ignore someone asking for help.
No, it's actually very easy.
If no one else is willing to listen, then it's up to me.
Wow! Get a load of this big shot. Didn't expect that from you, Master.
You're a
But
bitch.
how do you plan to find the real culprit? You can't investigate the clock tower with the peacekeepers around.
We'll just have to kill
By
all.
the way, you can't use the mystery labyrinth yet. Not enough clues.
Wow.
Are you the
If you
gatekeeper
jump
to the
into
mystery labyrinth?
now, you'll be lost forever. You need to
Oh.
gather more solution keys.
Yeah, she literally is.
Okay. Well, I mean, the
I don't
alternative
ever wanna
is
go back
literally
there
going
anyway.
into this thing and just... I assume the exterior would just look like we became a vegetable.
We're just standing here.
It's like an Inception thing, where they're, like, locked in there for eternity because of the fact that the time dilation goes in, like, ridiculously slow when you're in there. It's literally the same idea.
And time is frozen out here, theoretically.
Yeah. Yeah, so in other words, he's basically locked in
How do you
purgatory.
intend on solving this?
There is one way.
Are we gonna break into the morgue?
You're gonna rely on that one, huh? Always depending on someone else. What was the spot again? Something about a cafe?
Oh, we're actually gonna pay her?
Going to a cafe. Golden Path
If you let them
Cafe.
take the lead, you're gonna be out 5 million yen, right? Do you have that kind of money, Master? Or are you gonna go into debt?
We are totally going into debt.
Are you going to be my debt counselor?
Could we just kill enough people till the debt is gone?
I don't know if that's how you repay that kind of debt.
We could,
Unless it's like a hitman type thing.
we could find if she's dead, we don't have to pay her back.
That's very true, and then we can just steal what money she does have.
Exactly. She probably has a lot of money.
See, this is one of the reasons why I always did like some games like the Elder Scrolls series, because after you got bored with the game and you got all like the really good shit, you could just literally go on a killing spree.
Halara, please, help me!
If Master is vowing to show respect, I guess I better do the same.
She can't see you!
Please, for both our sakes!
Did you just melt onto the table?
Just a little.
You're 30 minutes later than expected.
Look, nature called, and I
So,
really didn't want to do it at the
Do
table.
you have the cash?
I don't have any on me right now, but I will eventually.
Very well. I don't require you to have it immediately, but you will pay me 5,500,800 yen eventually.
You added to that, didn't you, lady? There's gonna be interest. Wait for it.
Huh? But you said it was 5 million before.
You made her wait.
It's an additional fee for making me wait. And for the coffee. I told you I don't work for cheap.
Oh, come
Can you at least pay for your own coffee?
It's a woman, so no.
So rootless. A greedy little money demon. I think I'll call this one Hell Aura.
I won't force your hand. Whatever you decide is up to you. While you think it over, I'm going to order some cake.
God damn it,
Wait,
don't be putting shit on my
Do I
tab
have to
already.
pay for that too?
Of course. I'll add it to the bill.
Can I ask you a question? Like, how many times do you eat on average during a day? Because this might not actually be profitable for me in any way, shape, or form.
At least if it was me, you know it'd be super cheap.
All right, I'll pay you all 5.5 million and 800 yen, got it? Please don't have the cake.
It's a deal. You made a wise choice. I have no obligation to help others, but I work sincerely according to the payment I receive. That is my pride as a detective. I will be your eyes and limbs, and help solve this crime with everything I have. However, know this. You must be the one to complete the boy's assignment.
Me?
You are the one who is asked to solve this case. All I will do is provide support. You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have taken a job, you must finish it. In other words, as of now, I have taken up a position as your assistant.
Sweet.
Really, Halara? You'll be my assistant?
wait a minute. Let's back up for a second here. If you're my assistant, shouldn't you be getting me coffee?
Fuck your logic.
And cake? Actually, no. If you're having coffee, you need to have pie, not cake.
I just want the cake. You can keep the coffee.
But I want pie.
Then get yourself some pie. I'll eat the cake, you have the pie. You can
Strawberry
even
rhubarb.
put whipped cream on it if you want.
No. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. If it's lemon meringue, you do put whipped cream on it. Or apple.
Dang it, now I want cake. And I don't have any in the house.
Now I want pie.
We fucked ourselves over.
No, I didn't go grocery shopping, Mom.
Yeah, same here.
Of course. I'm here to assist for your case. Just rest assured in the cards you've been dealt.
All right, thank you.
Master has no memory and no guts. And now he has no money either. Talk about a triple threat!
He has nothing to lose.
Don't patronize me, you sick fuck!
Oh, be quiet. So, what do we do now?
To confirm, our target is the true culprit of the Nailman killings, correct?
The Peacekeepers have decided that the boy's father is the Nailman and arrested him. But I refuse to accept that outcome.
After we finish the investigation, we may find out the boy's father is actually the Nailman.
If that's what you conclude, then I'll believe you, Halara.
Believe? What a foolish line of reasoning. To believe in another is the shallowest concept one can uphold. All people lie. All people change their minds. As a detective, you must suspect all others, even me.
Yep, a detective must doubt everything.
Still, I will believe what you say, Halara. I trust my instincts on this.
Out of the
You're
question.
a dumbass.
A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case.
Is this because we work
Emotions
for
must be
Mystery
discarded
Hitler?
to reach a perfect solution through a perfect
Shit, I forgot
deduction.
that. Thanks for
Well, when
reminding
you,
me of that, Mike.
actually, when you think about that, does that technically make us Gestapo?
I mean, look at our uniforms. They are snappy.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked.
Maybe that's why nobody wants us around.
She is wearing an armband. Doesn't have anything on it, though.
They couldn't put it in the game, let's be real.
That's the
That's
WDO's.
exactly true.
You're free to think of me as you wish. However, the truth must be found with your own eyes. Otherwise, there is no point in continuing as a detective. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I can go home now?
Continuing as a detective.
I don't think the stupid ghost will let us.
I still haven't found meaning in being a detective. What's Halara trying to make me see?
That you're an idiot?
I'm no good at this.
Stop being a bitch.
A naive guy like yourself might be incompatible with such a straight-laced detective like this one. Maybe someone totally unmotivated would be better. Like that guy sleeping under the piano.
Vivia? I'm not sure
Wait.
if unmotivated is the right word.
Lazy as fuck.
Anyway, Master, I've been wondering... Is this Halara person a man or a woman?
Really? It's a chick.
Now that you mention it, I have no idea.
It's a chick. You can't tell by the voice? Or the face? Oh, it's
If
Japan.
you're
Never
ready,
mind. It might be a
we'll
trap.
start the investigation. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Oh, right.
You missed your chance to ask. But then again, I also don't really care.
You finished investigating the clock tower, didn't you? Now we will investigate the past Nailman cases.
The past ones?
These are serial killings, aren't they?
Oh, so you want to investigate the past murders as well?
And through investigating each one, we can conclude if the boy's father is really the culprit or not.
Oh, but we don't know where the other crimes took place. Should we ask around town?
I already know. There are at least 3 additional crime scenes. A secret club in Kamasaki district, a mansion in a high-end residential district, and an art gallery in Ginma district.
Huh? When did you find that out?
You think I did nothing while waiting at the cafe?
I've been on Twitter this
I
whole
prepared by
time.
gathering intel in order to move the investigation along.
Twitter. Yep.
That's how she found
amazing.
out. People were just posting shit.
With my logic, anything is possible. But before we head to past crime scenes, the Nailman urban legend requires more research. Let's visit the legend's main stage.
The main stage?
The main room.
Oh, you mean the church?
I have yet to pinpoint the church's location. We should ask someone to guide us there.
Then we should ask the chief.
Oh yeah, because he's been real helpful.
Chugga chugga choo
Oh, I
choo.
totally forgot about him. He told me to gather everyone. Lara, let's go back to the office for now. We're already way past the meeting time.
Very well. We can ask the chief to take us to the church.
We suck.
Yeah.
Follow me, you little bastard.
The kid has
Follow
any
me.
choice.
Follow me to freedom.
I know we can fast travel there, but we're gonna look around in case any new missions pop up.
We were born to run.
I'm totally not gonna go play more Pokemon Scarlet after this, because I want to get that Mewtwo. Or maybe we'll do Baldur's Gate, we'll see.
Up to you.
I'll see how I feel after we get a bit into this. If not, we could do Baldur's Gate tomorrow whenever I get home, if we don't do the other thing. I hopefully won't take too long.
Indeed.
It's just gonna be moving some boxes.
You better hurry!
I'm not timed, shut up. Is there another mission? No, that is not the one. Where's the... Do we have another one? Get that one. Oh, we didn't do one. You want to do it?
We didn't do what?
One of the gumshoe gabs?
Sure, why not?
Alright, I'll try pushing Y. Thank you. By the way, once again, thank you to everyone who's donating, subbing, and bitting, however you say it, giving bits, I guess. It helps a lot. We're trying to hit our goal so we can torture Mike.
Drown me in bits, people. I want to feel them.
Oh no. I got careless and ended up alone with Lara.
Is that a good thing or a bad
Guess
thing?
I should be the one to start the conversation. I'm the rookie, after all.
I mean, at least it's going to be less of a retarded conversation than the other chick.
Tell me if you have a dick. I need to know.
But what do I say?
Do you have a dick?
Yes. That is
Do
what
you
you
feel
asked.
awkward?
Depends. Do you have an awkwardness in your pants?
Huh?
It's natural to strike up a conversation when two people are together. Such is the mundane way of the masses. You're overtaxing your tiny brain to do so, aren't you?
Well,
Maybe.
sort of.
Then how about you and I have a wager?
Is this like a strip
I
poker
thought
sort
the
of
chief
thing?
said no more gambling.
The boss said it's forbidden, so you won't do it. You think I can be swayed by that sort of logic? Besides, gambling can nurture skills that every detective needs. I believe it will be to your benefit.
You just want to gamble.
And what sort of skills are you talking about?
Can you tell me what football team to bet on?
Instead of always asking for answers, why not figure it out for yourself for once?
Yeah, think!
A skill needed by detectives, which can be trained by gambling.
Observation.
Yeah, probably. That would make sense. I don't think it's your sixth sense, and it doesn't really make sense for courage.
We can't technically pick the wrong answer, so you want to pick the stupid answer?
Sixth sense, sure, why not?
Your sixth sense?
Please don't start spewing nonsense. Any sensation people
gambling?
refer to in such a way can be isolated and logically explained.
Well, we found the Sherlock Holmes character.
Wait a minute, but what if I see a little, like, floating purple ghost next to me that turns into a maid chick with big tits?
You're just hallucinating.
Okay. What if
And
I'm the only
horny.
one that can see, what if I'm the only one that can see it?
Hallucinating and horny.
Okay. Can you help me with this?
Yeah, let's go to the back room.
Woo!
Your brain will rot if you continue to use careless words like that.
I'll be more careful. The skill that can be trained by gambling is... observational skills?
That's right. Gambling isn't merely decided by coincidence. For example,
no, trust me,
in
sometimes
poker,
it is.
You can study the cards already in play, as well as the expressions of dealers and players.
Aren't dealers specifically trained so that they don't show expression?
Yeah, but if you're good, you can guess shit. It's the idea of, like, if you're very good at poker, you can identify things that other people do. So that particular set of gambling makes sense for her analogy.
Oh, okay.
You observe all that, make logical deductions, and commence battle. How about it? Wouldn't you agree those are the skills every detective needs?
I get what you're saying, but...
When are you going to stop nitpicking?
Look, honey, you need to understand.
After
he's a
all you
roulette
made
man.
me explain, you will have to play a match with me.
But there's no way I stand a chance against you.
What are we playing? Console hockey?
Not to worry. We'll do a warm-up first, with nothing wagered. I'm not going to hustle a beginner straight off the bat.
Okay.
I'd be more worried that she actually admits to hustling.
Yeah, get after that hustle.
Yes, I beat you.
She let you win.
Bullshit! I didn't even see it.
It was just a game of heads or tails. But still, you show some promise.
He literally had a 50-50
Does
chance
that mean
of
I
being
have
right.
talent as a detective?
Yeah, she's just getting his confidence up so she can use him. So she can rook him.
Yes, you can say that for sure. Now the real game begins. First, let's wager. I think we should start with 10,000 Xian.
Jesus, woman.
Right.
Oh my god, he's stupid.
Yeah, no, he is completely done. Because now it's going to actually be something that
Yep.
he's going to lose money on.
This isn't how it was supposed to go.
It's called building them up so you can easily use them.
Don't be foolish. I lost the warm-up so you'd feel that rush, and mistake your own skill level. It's rather obvious I did it on purpose. I let you get carried away and made you take a gamble against me.
That's terrible.
Alright, what are you going to do
You
to
got
me?
completely hustled. You picked the wrong detective to mess with.
I think that was a rather good learning experience. It's crucial for detectives to doubt other people's intentions, no matter the circumstances.
I could just
I
mug
won't
you.
charge you interest for now, but you must tell me immediately when you've developed a payment plan.
Alara is totally ruthless.
Master, you and Halara seem to have grown closer.
What? She just fleeced me for money!
Yeah, that's how she got close to you.
God, that gold-digging whore.
So which one do you want? The rich, stupid one or the gold digging? I already know the answer.
Can I have both?
Maybe, because at least you don't have to worry about paying back the gold digging whore. Because you'll have the rich one's money.
This is true.
Go for it.
They do kind of look like twins. It would be really, really awesome.
I think that's all of them. So
All of you suck.
okay, that's alright, so there aren't any around here. Okay. Let me do this. I don't want to travel by bus. I want to check the area.
Travel by bus. Bus in my bus.
Alright, so no new missions. Okay.
Indeed.
I'm gonna see. I wonder how many, if this game has multiple endings or not.
That's a good question. I don't know. That would be kind of interesting to see, but I mean, I know you technically can miss stuff, I guess, because they said that in a previous playthrough we had. Like, if you don't, like, look for missions during certain parts of the game, you could technically miss them.
Yeah, but the question is, do they really matter, you know, towards
Yeah,
the end?
that's what I mean, is I don't know if maybe that factors into something to do with the end of the game. I mean, I know it wasn't entirely them, but they were one of the teams that worked on AI Somnium, and those have two
Come
different
on, Master!
endings.
Do you have no sense of direction?
Wow, Ghost, fuck
But,
you. It's true, but fuck you.
They are also a lot more open about that, though, than this game, because this doesn't have, like, a flow chart or anything. This is more of an open world type deal.
Okay, I can't take the bus there.
I think this is probably the furthest you'll ever come to playing a legitimate sandbox game.
I've played legitimate sandbox games.
Yes, but enjoy them.
What is Ghost of Tsushima considered?
Actually, okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. God, I can't wait for that movie to come out. You couldn't have had a better director.
I just hope the casting is proper.
I would like to see the same actor playing Jin in the movie
The
who
last
played him in the game. But I will also reserve judgment on that. Like, if they got the dude, like, for instance, if they got the dude who played fucking Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, I can't remember his fucking name. I think it's Ken Yoshida? Or Hashida? I would be okay with him, because he's really, really good at the samurai crap.
I really do want the actual actor from the games.
Yeah, I think it would work very well.
I saw your message. Eventually, I will do a full run of Ghost of Tsushima, especially now that we have.
This way.
Especially now that we have the new computer and everything runs a bit better. Like the new everything for the capture card and everything is running a lot smoother.
I just want it to come out for PC.
I know it's such a. I have no idea why they're waiting so long. I'm fucking lost, aren't I? Where are we? We're in the Kanai district, right? So where is the end? Just give me the fucking map, Jesus. Oh, the buttons. I need to get used to the switch buttons. I need to get over here. Jean-Claude Van Damme will be in MK1 as a skin and voice for Johnny Cage.
Yep.
That game looks surprisingly, like, insanely ugly. It's weird. You have to go to the sewers. Okay.
So supposedly, this is very supposedly. A couple months ago, there was an NVIDIA leak. And
yeah, apparently everything has been confirmed that it is actually true.
One of those things was Tsushima to PC.
Oh, fuck. I didn't see that. I thought you meant about the Mortal Kombat leak.
I think it was a combination of things, because that's still from, I think it's from the same publisher?
Mortal Kombat is Warner Brothers. Ghost of Tsushima is Sony.
Okay, maybe it was something else that went with it.
Again, the two games that Sony would make a killing on PC is Bloodborne and Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know why the fuck they haven't gotten those on there. Then again, there's been no word. Apparently, the director for Bloodborne has said that they've been wanting to make the second one, and Sony won't respond to them about it, so... Sony full of retardedness right now. Also, people are surprised. I have no problem criticizing Sony. I'll criticize even if I have the console, I have no problem criticizing the companies for stupid
Master,
things.
you gotta hurry!
Shut up, you. And I did say before we were gonna look at, Steins Gate. Nope, we're not going near that team. Apparently there is more and more trouble with that team, and it's not worth it. So we won't be doing any Steins Gate games. Yeah, they put, Data Boy on PC, but we're not getting Ghost of Tsushima. Save? Too late. Let's see if I can save here. Maybe it's just taking longer for them to do the port.
It's the Peacekeepers.
Oh, they...
Stay hidden.
Well, I guess the current rumors are that it's either going to be Q4 of 2023 or Q1 of 2024, which means either we're going to hear an announcement in the next, probably 3 to 6 months. That's what people are speculating on whether or not we're going to get a PC port, because they think what they're going to do is they're going to announce that along with a PS5 version.
For Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
I have the PlayStation 5 version.
There's well, no, but like an upscaled version, not just a version you can play on it.
No, it's supposed to be upscaled. It's the director's cut.
Is that?
Yeah. Although it would be nice if they did something with the graphics, because I'd like to fuck with it a little bit more. Make it a little brighter in certain spots. Again, I'm sure we'll see it on PC. It would be just such a financial mistake not to.
It's an eventuality, but they also said that a lot of the other games that Sony has, they put on there after about 4 years, and Ghost of Tsushima is closing in on that.
Then, if you think about it, certain mechanics they have to really, really reprogram. Like the wind mechanic's gonna have to get reprogrammed.
The stealth mechanics should probably be redesigned.
Yeah, well, we'll probably see that in the second one.
Yeah.
Because they've already said they're working on it, but they're not rushing it out.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, right.
Stop sucking.
Chief. And that peacekeeper from the clock tower.
Bringing flowers.
Seth Burrows, a high-ranking peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and persistent.
Well, we sure got some heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
I don't care.
His audio was recorded a lot differently.
He's going to shoot you.
Listen how much louder Seth's audio is compared to everybody else.
Huh? What did you say?
I don't care.
I'm not talking about when they're using that. Fuck you, game.
More importantly, you sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case, didn't you? We have witnesses.
Nailman? Now that you mention it, there was a case like that before. Oh, wait, no, I don't know anything.
You're stupid.
This flower, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Huh?
Who is that guy's voice actor? Because it sounds familiar.
Also filled with deadly acid.
Created by Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kanai Ward's environment. But unfortunately, once picked, it can only maintain its beauty for 3 hours. When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow. I feel so sad that
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
it makes me want to sink a ship.
What the fuck are you talking
I
about,
don't
man?
follow.
The Nailman affair will be handled by the Peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately. Bring in the detectives you sent out. The Peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Hold on! I don't know what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait a second longer.
Is that Vic Mignogna?
I don't know.
Sounds like him.
If you fail to meet my demands, you will suffer the same fate as this flower.
Fine, I get it, but... Can't you give me more time?
He's gone.
Chief Yako, are you alright?
Oh, Yuma. And Halara, too. Yeesh, this is bad. Listen, the Peacekeepers just came by.
I know. We were watching from over there.
Huh? You were watching? You could have at least helped me out. Hold on. Are you two the detectives they were talking about?
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but it was probably us.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
It's exactly as the Peacekeeper said. We are currently pursuing the Nailman case. We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem rather busy.
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two! You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam?
No, you're on your own.
Look, we've got 3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
What do you want, bud?
Why don't you just go hide somewhere so
You
they
have
can't
a fucking go underwater. Go underwater.
But it'll frizz his hair out again.
I mean, it'll keep him alive. I'm sure the sub has air for a while.
But do you really want to be alive with that level of frizz?
You know what level of frizz I deal with.
It won't be. Look at his fucking head. That does not look like your head.
You see me in the mornings.
Yes, I have, and it's not nearly that bad. You don't look like a fucking
not
hedgehog.
Unless it's raining a lot.
You don't look like a fucking hedgehog.
Oh god, is that what he's supposed to be a reference to as Sonic?
That would be kind of weird, but I don't think so.
Would you rather hand us over to the Peacekeepers?
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out.
What's up with you, Nico? You wanna go
I just don't want to turn myself in.
Though, I wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest. Never mind. Forget what I just said.
Man, he does not know when to stop.
What should we do, Halara?
Kick him in
There's
the
only
nuts.
one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the Nail Man. You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the Peacekeepers as originally planned. With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
Seth is voiced by Landon McDonald. Okay.
Wait a minute. You're
But
saying they
we
will
only
have to
have
accept the
3
truth? They could
hours.
just say, fuck you, we don't care, it's someone else.
Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened sooner.
3 hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant. With my logic, anything is possible.
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two. You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map.
He seems like Mr. Spock, but more of a bitch. Without the pointy ears.
It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together, things will get even more sticky. I'll be right here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
Got it. We're off.
3 hours. You've got 3 hours to solve the case. Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
What's on the picture?
It's a picture of your children, isn't it? And they're dead, aren't they?
Probably, given this.
Or at least kidnapped.
Please don't tie this in Danganronpa, damn it.
There's kidnapped children in Danganronpa?
There's kidnapped and lots of dead kids in Danganronpa. That's the point of the series.
Oh.
I'm just saying, no, I don't want the game to connect them, because that's just gonna get weird. Alright, so I gotta walk Miko really quick, so do you mind entertaining everybody while I step away?
Sure, why?
There. You're an awful person.
You don't even know what autognomes are.
Are they anything like Deep Gnomes?
No. They are not like deep gnomes. They're literally like robotic gnomes.
Oh.
They're robot gnomes.
Robots aren't people.
Yeah, except for Warforged, because they'll kill your ass.
So many people want that in
You can
Baldur's
get to the
Gate.
church from Kamasaki District.
I think they'll get
Time
to
is
it
short.
eventually. It's 5e.
Let's hurry!
I mean, they're already adding stuff to the game in just basic patches. I could see them doing like a race DLC where you have stuff like that, or some of the races.
Yeah,
you
with
can't
whole
get.
new like optional stories and stuff. Hell yeah.
Maybe optional stories, but at least the ability to play as them. Like you could add in stuff like Eric Cochran too, or fucking some of the stuff.
How are you gonna do the sex scenes with the Warforged?
Plug and play.
I shouldn't have been chewing when you said that.
So the Nailman urban legend originated at this church.
It'll be the same thing as Exos in Destiny 2.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there? It's safe, right?
It is canon that they do have robot penises. And a reason is given for it.
What's the matter, Halara?
She doesn't like churches?
I hate churches. I find them devoid of value.
Huh? Why is that?
Because prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen. There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
Are you equating yourself to
I don't know
God?
about that. Depends on the individual.
Okay. She just likes money.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Will they even listen to us?
They can't say no if we say we're on assignment for the Peacekeepers.
Is it okay to lie like that?
You're a detective, yes.
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case.
In other words, the ends justify the means. Let's start torturing people.
In order to achieve that, deception is at times required.
Can't I just tie them to a chair
Now,
and
let
smash
us
their feet with a
educate
hammer
those
until
who
they
are
tell me what I
here.
want?
That their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
Oh yeah, that's gonna go over well.
What, smashing someone's feet with a hammer?
No, telling the religious. Why does she have cat ears?
Why do some of these people have ears of pets and shit?
I've already spoken to the Peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
Are you a nun?
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Well, I don't mind. I have time to talk.
We need more priests with tattoos.
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone? Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
To mock their religion?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
It's your move. Play your card.
Do I really have to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this, Master.
But I have to do it. No point in wasting time thinking about it.
Time for an investigation!
And you are...
I do the odd jobs like cleaning around the church. I also care for the forest.
He's gonna be the killer because he's so nice, isn't he?
Do you know anything about the Nail Man?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually asleep at night. When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all of them up.
You've been disposing of evidence this entire time? You dumb fuck?
It's a church, it's not that surprising.
When there's a dude named the Nail Killer who's roaming around the city and there are dolls that are nailed to the outside of the trees around the forest outside the church for no reason.
It's because the dolls are people putting them there that want the nail man to kill people, remember?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you know the Nail killer exists, and there's a lot of nails around your area that are holding dolls in place. This may be something you want to report.
Even if they did, I doubt the Peacekeepers would care.
I don't know, they seem to want to find somebody to do it. Maybe they'll just make Fatso here the victim.
I've never
and just
seen
beat
the
shit out of
nail
him.
man himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
Have you ever talked to them?
No.
I have, but they typically run away. Some get surprised and leave their nails and doll behind.
Does that mean we have to start putting nails and dolls in trees and fucking with people?
Hold on. What the fuck?
What?
My back is bleeding.
Oh, that's fun.
Somebody scratched my back.
A rodent.
Must have been from when I banged against the wall coming back inside. It's not much, just a little bit. I've got some cortisone here. I'm gonna use that little keep going. There it is.
I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough. They always get away.
Get some cardio going, dude.
That makes sense with a body like that.
Jeez.
I understand. Thank you very much.
You go to hell, you bitch.
She already has been.
You go back then. Obviously, you didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations.
Do you have crack in the Bible?
No, just booze.
Oh, he's a Catholic, okay.
Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells within me.
Oh,
Thus,
you're one
my
of those
existence
guys.
is but a piece of the eternal prayers offered. That is my mission, as the divine has guided me to do.
I feel like this is a guy that just got out of prison.
Is it the tattoos?
It's definitely making me think that direction. In addition to the sudden change of whether or not they want to be religious or not, or involved in the religion or
I
not,
don't
since
get
he's only been doing it for a few years.
but he sure seems proud to be a priest.
Do you know about the nail man?
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking salvation, which created the fantasy of the Nail Man.
Sir, he's supposed to kill people. What fucking salvation are you getting out of that? Also, you're doing the echoing thingy.
Damn it!
Hi, chat. We're just gonna wait for him to come back. Ow. Good thing I can reach back. Man, I got scratched up bad on the back. So how's my chat doing tonight? You back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Salvation? The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the nail man for salvation.
No, they look for him wouldn't they look for him for revenge? Isn't that the whole point? Is that he seeks vengeance on people that are like the doll is nailed to the tree, so like he goes after them and kills them. I'm assuming that's some sort of vengeance.
Hey, that actually sounds kind of cool. I know how they feel.
I mean, maybe some people find salvation in vengeance. But I feel like they'd be going after the Amaterasu Corporation if that's that.
Vengeance.
I want to tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
I'm Batman.
Isn't it basically already like that?
If you still got the nun to interrogate with the cat ears.
I
You
like her
are...
lipstick.
What's with the cat ears?
What are you,
Why?
blind? I'm a nun, obviously.
She's gonna get that ruler out and you're gonna say yes, ma'am.
If it's the kind of nun I'm hoping it is, then sure.
You got some nerve, calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice? I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
What?
I was
Okay,
right.
they're all right. They're definitely Catholic. I understand this now.
Sorry.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
I'll
Because they
have
push
you
his
know,
dick in.
my dad is a higher up at Amaterasu Corporation.
What the fuck are you doing here as a nun then? Easy work?
I don't care if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. I'll keep it quick.
First of all,
Do you
can
know
your
anything
dad
about
suck
this
my
mailman?
nuts?
No, that's her job. Also that face.
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night. Whenever I've gone into the forest afterward, I usually find dolls nailed to the trees. The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really.
Once again, you've been getting rid of evidence.
In other words, it's totally metal.
Oh, yeah, no, she's definitely one of those type of nuns. Never mind.
You're gonna put your dick in crazy, aren't you?
She likes metal. She can't be that crazy.
True.
I see.
Now we get to ask, gee, I wonder how she got that broken arm. Just how wild is she?
By the way, what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
Hey, don't stare. It's nothing. I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
That's not what you were doing. Don't you lie to us.
The skin flute?
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir. I was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
I hope to God we get to see that.
Is that your dominant hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
Oh great, she's from Jersey.
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
I see.
What are we asking? I wonder if we can kind of explore.
Maybe. It wasn't the, isn't the graveyard on the other side? If we can't go through the door, that is.
Nope.
Okay.
It's a similar layout to the clock tower. I'm just looking for any secrets in case, you know, it takes us inside and we don't get a chance. That's
There's something over here. Nice!
called Memories of Vivia from the Notebook menu.
Indeed.
Look, I gotta look for shiny.
Viva. Viva. Ooh, what is this?
I'm sure.
This fox must be the church's symbol.
Come on.
I always find the atmosphere spoiled by lame-ass fox. A gargoyle would really tie the place together.
The gargoyle is so cliche, though.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. You can do it right.
I like the fox. I think it looks nice.
Also makes a little bit more sense, I guess, for Japan.
Excuse me, but you are...
A vagrant?
Do you even have to ask? You know who I am.
Yes, a vagrant.
Huh?
A hobo.
No, I think today is the first time we've met.
Somebody who sleeps
What?
in a piss-covered
You're
box.
investigating the nail man, and you don't know who I am?
You know who it would have been funnier if it was like the leader of the Peacekeepers?
Oh god, that would make way too much sense.
What's that
He's
supposed
probably
to
some
mean?
reporter or something.
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
You seem a little bit too excited about
I was
that.
about to say.
Right, it was on the report. I'm impressed Hilara was able to realize it so quickly.
You're not even worried that he's so excited.
I've been attending
I'm not
every
gonna
day
lie,
since
you
I
don't
was first
forget a
baptized
face
here
like
as a
that.
child. That's how pious I am.
Anyone notice people that say that they're pious are usually really fucking scummy? Just saying.
Who uses the word pious?
Church people.
I know some
I
churches.
actually have met some people down here in the South that use that. They're usually Baptist, too.
That weirds me out a little bit.
Meet a bunch of Baptists and you'll get weirded out more.
I thought that
But
whole
I
thing
don't
was
work
just you
here,
sang
so
like
it's
hallelujah
not
songs
like
in
I'm a
church and
clergy
clapped a
member.
lot.
You'd think, but they also have like this attitude that makes Catholics look pure. They have like this major fucking attitude to them.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Even Catholics know Catholics aren't pure. We're all born with original sin, and we never get rid of it.
Yeah, but you guys sometimes have the attitude, but fucking Baptists always have it. I go to church, so I'm better than everybody else.
Clergy.
I just love mystical places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know? I love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
Oh, great, I bet you he's a blogger.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you.
So, you know a lot about the Nailman.
There's only 3 things that are in massive supply in a church: wine, bread wafers, and the smell of potpourri.
And candles.
Mostly potpourri. They are not scented candles because they are not fun. All I want
Yeah,
is for the
that's not a
smell.
surprise, I feel. No, you want to know who's worse? You're fucking Jehovah's Witnesses. I've only met one in my life who wasn't absolute, like, backstabbing, using type. I'm not saying all are, just I have met
Really?
a lot
All the ones
that
that
are.
all the ones that I've met are like weirdly happy.
Man, I'm hanging around the wrong Jehovah's Witnesses then.
Oh no, actually, it's a million times worse because it's that kind of happiness that like creeps you out a little bit.
I knew a group of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'm not joking with you. The mother
We're gonna
took
get flagged.
the girl's boyfriend.
Nice.
Yeah. And then dumped the father. Because he had a problem with it.
Indeed.
The weirdly happy is a facade. Stepford Wives happy, Mike? People are asking.
Oh yeah, no, that is exactly what we're talking about. Like, to the point where you just want to close the door and forget the situation ever happened.
See, those ones are usually Mormons around here that are like that.
Mormons are like that as well, but up here they're kind of they operate on similar wavelengths. I gotta ask Kane
That's
about
an
that. He's the one who
understatement.
lives in Utah.
In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
He
I
actually
feel like
said
he
something.
spends all of his time torturing Mormons.
No, like they outnumber them by like a lot there. Like the way he describes Utah, and I don't know if anybody else in the chat lives in Utah, but the way he describes it is basically like they had to literally have a company bring a court case against them because Mormons are not allowed to drink coffee, so they could not ever import caffeinated beverages into the consuming caffeine is considered a sin in Mormon religion. So, like, if you go to a Mormon school, like Brigham Young University, BYU, you actually can't, you have to sign a contract when you go there. You can't, like, have coffee or anything.
I don't drink coffee, but what the hell?
Yeah, no, it's actually very bizarre. But that is just kind of their view on religion. So, but there actually was a court case to get caffeinated beverages into Utah because the Utah government was so Mormon, they wouldn't allow it.
Don't the Mormons own the Boy Scouts now? Didn't they buy the Boy Scouts?
The Mormon religion didn't buy the Boy Scouts.
No, hold on. I need to look this up because I've heard that somewhere.
Maybe the guy who runs it now happens to be a Mormon, but I don't know if that translates to the Mormons bought the Boy Scouts. Okay, as long as you don't give them to the Catholics, because we all know what happens in that scenario.
Oh no! So what it was for a while the Boy Scouts for years were partnered with the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Church. Wasn't that a?
I've heard that many times. I have no idea about how it works. To me, it makes about as much sense as Jesus and his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
Look, I'll take Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses over Mennonites.
That's something that thankfully I have never had to deal with.
If you come here and stay here long enough, especially in the town I was just in, they own most of that town.
That is funny.
And they have like the worst fucking attitude. They are Amish. They're just they're a form of Amish that uses cars and shit. They don't drive it, but they let people drive them around.
They cheat.
Yes, they do. For those that don't know, they're basically just Amish, but with like attitudes that are 20 times worse.
Do they have the Amish Mafia?
Yes, actually. If you look it up, there's a TV show based in the town
I know there
called...
is. I know there is. That's why I asked, because it was a shitty reality show on Discovery Channel.
God, there was a good chance I showed up in the background of one of those episodes.
Like, yeah, we're just gonna film the Amish Mafia. It's like, that's one of those shows that you see it on like a guide program, and you watch it for about 30 seconds just for like to see what the fuck it is, because the description is so batshit crazy mixing those two things, and then you turn it off and you realize there's nothing going on.
See, just so you understand, that town is only famous for that and a certain celebrity whacking it.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
I think he was framed.
You do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
You know,
the real
I'd say you were
man,
dumb.
obviously.
This man is smart.
The peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen, the nail man
that-
exists.
Is that your hair, or is your brain like oozing out through your head? Because like I don't know. Do you need a doctor, sir? Have you imbibed any kind of, you know, materials that might cause you to hallucinate or not make sense?
You got hip whipped by the nun one too many times.
No, he doesn't have an erection.
The nail man is summoned through ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
Is this gonna turn into Corpse Party?
That's impossible.
Please don't.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want proof. In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the dark ceremony. Whoever's name is on it is the nail man's next target. Just follow someone in town with the same name. If you're lucky, you might have a run-in with the nail man. Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times already.
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I was so close at the clock tower, too. I found someone whose name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower. I called the peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late. Damn it! If only I had acted sooner. I was so close to meeting the nail man.
Guess he
I
just
think
wants
we
to
found
meet
the
the nail
fanboy.
man and doesn't care about preventing the murders. So he's an occult
God.
enthusiast? Seems like a huge weirdo.
Says the ghost.
Simp.
I've talked to everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
Does that mean I should gather more information? What else should I ask about?
Do you have a dick?
Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church lately?
Wow, what a vague question.
Oh, now that you mention it,
What is it? Please, any small detail will help.
something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
What do you mean by strange?
Like, I thought it was a rope, but all I can say is it looked strange.
Can you try drawing what it looked like? It does look like some sort of bizarre rope.
It's like a centipede with legs missing from one side. Looks delicious.
I was worried that it wasn't supposed to be burned, so I tried to take it out. But I was too late. It was completely incinerated. I asked around to see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't thrown away anything like it. The incinerator is surrounded by a locked fence. Only clergy can access it.
So, no one here recognized it?
So somebody here did it?
Alright, let's start putting bullets in people until somebody confesses or everybody dies.
I don't even work here in the first place.
Only clergy can access the incinerator, but no one claims to have thrown it away.
Are there other clergy members?
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
There have been several Nailman cases in the past, right? Does anyone know anything about past cases?
You know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nailman, including all past cases, obviously. I was the first to find the body every time.
That's not weird.
Huh? Every time?
There's no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it. I find dolls with name tags in the forest. Then, I look for whoever's supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
Being
Wait a
the
minute,
first
so
on
you-
scene each time sounds
So
super suspicious.
you knew the entire time how to solve the crime of finding the serial killer, and you still didn't tell anybody about it.
Well, theoretically, if everyone knew the legend of the Nailman, then they knew very easily if you wanted to solve this. The Peacekeepers could have solved it easily by looking at the dolls, but they never bothered because they didn't care enough to try to solve it. Remember that.
No, I understand that perfectly, but I'm saying this idiot managed to figure out exactly how that shit worked and that it was actually happening the way that it was supposed to happen, and he still didn't report it.
Well, no, he said he called the Peacekeepers before he went to the clock tower.
Yes, but he allowed the killer to keep murdering people.
Because
just
every time he
reported
got
the-
there, they were gone.
No, but the thing is, he's reporting the killings. I get that, but he knows well in advance who is going to die. And he's allowing it to happen because he's a simp for the Nailman.
Yeah.
You think I'm suspicious, don't you? I suppose you would. The first person
Honestly,
on
I
the
just thought you
scene
were
can
gay.
always lie and say they discovered the body in a locked room. But the thing is, I've never been alone when I've discovered a body. All of the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the peacekeepers.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then all the rooms really were locked.
But we already know how he got the last one. Or the last one that we've seen.
Master, why don't you ask for more details about past cases for now?
Can you tell me more about each case?
There have been 3 Nailman cases in the past 6 months, excluding the one at the clock tower. The first happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district. It's essentially a members-only casino. The victim owned the place. At the time, the Nailman was just a name you'd sometimes hear about in urban legends. But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him.
Why did you have a personal interest?
And then it happened. I came across another murder while investigating a name tag I'd found in the forest. I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah, all of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics.
Is this Saw?
There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails. And also, the murderer leaves no trace behind.
No, it's not creative enough.
Isn't that bizarre? See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
I totally get it.
Don't empathize with him.
The secret club was the first locked room mystery. As for the second, it was at a mansion in the residential area near Ginma district. About 3 months ago, the owner of the mansion was murdered in the building's study. The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails inside.
This is Colonel Mustard with a pipe?
Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by the Nailman. By then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon Kanai Ward. The third locked room mystery occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma district. It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely locked room. And today, the fourth locked room mystery happened at the clock tower. That's every single Nailman case. At least, for now. I'm sure the Nailman will continue on. He will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
Uh-huh.
Note to self, don't poke the crazy man.
That reminds me. Is there any information about the dolls used in the Nailman ceremonies? I know a few have been found at the crime scenes, too.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
Doll shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, a foreigner or something? Around here, all the craft shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time. They were mostly souvenirs for tourists, but that industry is long gone now. Some places still sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock. If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
I see. So they aren't much of a clue given how easy they are to obtain. A watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the Nailman incident. Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker? You mean G.A. Colon? I've asked him to fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the Nailman.
Well, it hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if it were him, no one would blame him.
What do you mean?
This city has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation, In some way, the Nail Man was born out of our situation.
What
You
the
mean the
fuck
Nail
are you
Man is what
talking
the
about?
people actually wanted?
Fucking crazy.
Many
So,
would
wait a
certainly
minute.
deny it, but the nailed dolls continue to appear in our forest.
Does that mean we can go like full Death Note with this and just wipe out all the bad guys at once? Because we can do that now. We just have to make dolls of them and nail them to a tree.
That's what I've been pointing out. Like, okay, if the Amaterasu Corporation is is the reason all this shit has been going down bad in this place, why haven't people been targeting Amaterasu Corporation people with the Nail Man?
Maybe they don't know them by name.
Fuck your logic. Sorry about that. Why is that not popping up?
If the Nail Man acts as their agent, then they are also the Nail Man. In a way. That's how I see it. What do you think?
That's true. The Nail Man could be seen as a savior to some people. After all, he kills the people you want dead for you. I mean, the victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
Not necessarily. Sometimes you just get an asshole that wants to kill someone.
You know there would be some trolls in there that would just do it for shits and giggles too.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think I've asked about everything I wanted to find out.
Looks like time is almost up. Let's get going.
Was that okay?
Yes, it will suffice. Thank you for your cooperation. You should study their faces well. They may end up being accused of the murders. Huh? You need to remember every face, so you can spot them even if they flee through a crowd.
Wait! Do you mean the actual culprit is one of them?
Perhaps. There's not enough information yet to act on. We have no time to waste. Let's investigate the other crime scenes. Best not to scramble what little gray matter rests in your head. So let's examine the crime scenes chronologically.
Okay. Well, the first murder occurred at...
The secret in Kamasaki district.
It's the secret club in the Kamasaki district, right?
Because that... because, honestly, that is how Danganronpa is. Every character is weird.
Correct. Let's hurry. I won't allow time to be wasted.
You're not getting lucky enough to get whores yet. Alright, we'll do you want to stop here, or do you want to continue?
That's up to you. I'm good for whatever.
Alright, let's go a little bit longer. We'll go to this next place, and then I might call it.
Running to the next place.
I think I'll say Boulder's Gate for tomorrow, though. Bit of a short stream, but it's been a long week. And I gotta get up early tomorrow. Are you reading what's on screen?
Halara? I've been thinking. The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
Yeah, there's always stuff hidden.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for? Now,
Nude
let's be
pics.
swift.
Huh?
Feet pics.
Right.
Mike,
I don't
no.
really get it,
More
but talk
feet
about
pics.
confidence.
Mike, no.
You know, you can
Where's the
keep the
secret
nude
club?
pics. Just send me more feet pics.
You've opened a door, Mike. Do you understand that?
Oh, I fully understand that. Just
Why do you do
remember,
this to me?
because all you gotta do is take a couple pictures of your feet, and you're gonna make a buttload of money.
I don't have an OnlyFans anymore, though.
That's okay. Just put it on Pornhub.
Mike, no! There's a new one. Alright, let's do it.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the. Is that the dude who sleeps
Under the piano, yes.
Oh boy.
I think this will be the last thing we do tonight. Sorry, guys. We will do maybe a bit more of this in Baldur's Gate tomorrow. Or unless we do other things. We're gonna see.
Whew, finally finished a bunch of chores. Maybe I should go make some coffee.
Damn straight.
Is that a sneeze or a laugh?
It says a chew, so I'm assuming it's a sneeze. You're alive?
I had some soot in my nose.
You slept
Vivia!
in the chimney,
you were
in the fireplace. You fucking idiot.
But is it an actual fireplace since we're on a submarine?
If there's soot in there, I would then be curious about how that happened, because soot comes from there.
Yeah, I was here the whole time.
You could have at least said you were there. You scared me.
You're
Yeah,
a bitch.
if you don't mind, I'll start doing that next time.
I don't mind, so please do.
Yuma, you're too kind. You never mind talking to me.
Oh no, I do. I actually want this
wonder why he
conversation to end
always
rather
crawls into
quickly.
cramped spaces like that.
You creep me out,
You
bro.
find it calming in there, right? But wouldn't you be better off on a couch or bed?
If comfort level must be quantified in terms of the physical strain on your body, then yes. But this reminds me of something.
Reminds you of what?
Well, what do you think?
What Vivia remembers when he's inside the fireplace.
These are gonna get weird, aren't they? Eh.
Your memories about firewood?
An interesting response.
You're not gonna give us an actual answer.
Do you think I also have psychometry to glimpse the past lives of items?
What?
No, I
Or
think you're a
perhaps
fucking
you're trying to
weirdo.
say I was firewood in a previous life?
What?
We can test that.
No.
You could be firewood in the
Guess that's
current
the
life
wrong
as well.
answer. What does being inside the fireplace remind Vivia of? Is it a good memory?
Yes, that's correct. When I was young, my parents would always discipline me by locking me in the storage room.
What?
When I'm in here, I can relive those memories.
Huh? They don't sound like nice memories if you were locked in there. That seems pretty traumatic to me.
No, those are good memories for me. I have many brothers. We all yearned for our parents' love. So, no matter what shape or form it took, I was happy when my parents paid attention to me.
Is this like the
I
daddy doesn't
see.
love me talk right now?
Oh god.
I know. How about you join me, Yuma?
No, thank you.
You cut
Once
yourself
you get used
too.
to the back pain, it's actually not so bad in here.
Oh
already cut
God, man, why?
Because he's stoned, so he doesn't feel it.
No, trust me. Like at the level of back pain that he's talking about, like sleeping on bricks and shit. Doesn't matter how high you get, that still fucking hurts.
No, I think I'll pass.
Master, you and Vivia seem to have grown closer.
We ended with weirdness. I took a left at Albuquerque. Yeah, it got weird. Welcome. So yeah, we'll do the secret club and then we'll call it. We'll go a little bit. We'll so that we can even out to the 2-hour mark, a little after 2 hours. Also, the World Detective Organization's logo has cats in it.
God damn it.
Fat kitties. Look at it. Fat kitties. So, we are working on a Rift stream that we're going to do here on Twitch, maybe next week. Oh, wrong button. What's going on? Okay, that was weird.
There is no God.
I smell a I'm all hyped up!
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault. It's open. Let's go inside.
Oh, now the damn ghost gets sound effects. No wonder she's gonna be interested. It was a casino.
Well, shnikes.
Can't look at anything yet.
She has something to tell us.
The peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Suguma Iho,
Oh, thank God they
an
at least
old
moved
man
the
who
body.
owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired.
That would smell funky.
This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out.
Yeah, it did. I've already figured out how they got in and out.
At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery! Locked room mystery!
That thing
But
is
there's
foaming
not
at the
much more
mouth.
to
Yep,
investigate.
it's gone rabid. Let's
We
shoot
don't
it.
know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh, your forte.
My forte is post-cognition, the power to see the past. However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
That's amazing! It's like the perfect forte for a detective!
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there. When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found. Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence. It's similar to the Mystery Labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry! Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
The fuck is wrong with
What? No!
What? Of course not.
Is there anything we can quickly look at?
Post-cognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express? You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
So you were a narc.
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Wait, then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. But there are conditions for it to activate. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
Oh, you're fucking with us, aren't you?
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I lied. Look at you blush. Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara is a boy or a girl.
What the fuck is this a
Messing around
question?
and tell me how it works.
To fuck with us, because it's a girl.
You need permission from the
Unless
person
it's just a
sharing
trap.
the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active.
I swear to God, if that's a trap.
That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
Let me grab your butt while you do your thing.
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Just grab her hand.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You and me.
Look, bitch, with the amount of money I'm paying you, be glad that's all we're doing.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Look, I'm just asking you to hold my hand, not make
but
out
I
with me.
Just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
For the love of God!
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Bitch.
Wow!
Huh?
What did I do to you?
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
What the fuck is your problem, lady?
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular.
Oh, she doesn't like being touched.
I despise all of humanity equally.
Nope,
Why is
she's
it
just
turning
been
into my
black-pilled.
spirit animal?
No, she's just been black-pilled completely.
I don't trust anyone. Except the dead.
That is a very limited
I had a
conversation.
feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
She's gonna add another $1 million.
How much would I have to add to the bill to get a BJ?
Shit, man. We don't have that much money.
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
Take my hand, take my hand. Damn, bitch.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you, but it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can
Yes,
see
you
what
dumbass.
I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene. But unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Do we just drag her around the room holding her hands? I really hope so. Investigation. Okay, we don't.
That's...
The chairs are lined up neatly. Did someone rearrange the chairs after the incident?
Well,
Either the peacekeepers did so, or the staff here did. Either way, it's not something to worry about. Alright.
What does that mean?
When the body was discovered, this door was locked from the inside. There's no other way in or out of the room. You want to play the spirit?
Sure, why not? In other words, it's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery! Things are heating up. God, I hate my existence.
Don't worry, we hate you too. By the way, see
Why
this
is
one not working? I'm gonna guess
Yeah.
that's the door.
Maybe. Or somebody just smacked it one too many times.
There's a glass on the counter. There's a thin layer of dust, so it could have been there since the incident. The key was in the glass at the time the body was discovered. If you want to investigate, we should use post-cognition. Right, got it. So we know that there was a key there. What else in this area?
Oh, thank God. Give me a drink.
Sorry, no alcohol.
Damn it. Then why do you have so much alcohol? Oh, we're playing roulette? Give me 20 on black.
That's...
There's a roulette table. It probably hasn't been used since the incident, as it's covered in dust. There don't appear to be any clues on the top of the roulette table. There's nothing underneath either. We should check someplace else. There we go.
That's...
There's a vent here. The four corners are covered with screw. The four corners of the cover are screwed down, so I don't think it will open. I doubt the cover can be opened when it's like this.
But
It's too early to conclude there's no useful information. Compare it with what was seen in post-cognition. Right, I'll give it another try. Is there anything else to look at?
Stop sucking, Coco Head.
I have to
now we
say,
do
post-cognition is amazing.
I don't think there's anything
You can
else to
see
let
the
us look
exact
at.
crime scene the moment the body was first discovered.
Well, it says to compare them, so we can compare the vent, I guess, and the glass on the counter.
Were you born with this power?
my forte is no ordinary superpower. It is a highly refined technique heightened through training.
So you weren't able to use it in the beginning?
I could, but initially, it was just ordinary psychometry. Since I was young, I would often get sudden glimpses of the past, as if I was experiencing a flashback. After a while, touching people or objects resulted in visions flowing through my mind.
That's
I
actually
think that's
explains why
just
she doesn't want to be touched.
I think it's just called schizophrenia.
No, but that's actually a thing for psychics.
I was actually going to
I
equate
only
it to more
learned it
like
was a
Rogue
form
from
of
the X-Men, but
psychometry
yeah.
after growing older. In the WDO, simply having psychometry as a trainee grants you preferential treatment. But I was not satisfied. I believed I could use this ability more effectively as a detective. And through painstaking effort and training, I gained this ability in 3 days.
3 days?
As I told you earlier, this ability can only see when a corpse is first discovered. It can't be used from the culprit or victim's viewpoint. It is only when a third party first witnesses a crime scene. There are conditions for my post-cognition to activate. First, I must be standing at the crime scene. This condition is absolutely required. I must also know the victim's name and face. That's why prior research is crucial. Lastly, post-cognition is only effective in a 10-meter radius around the body. At this time, I can only see the crime scene and the victim. I can't see any living things that were at the scene.
So if someone was hiding in the room, you wouldn't be able to see them?
No. My ability isn't so good at detecting people.
Still, this is incredibly effective in investigating murder cases.
Feel free to summon me whenever you need my help. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You're not gonna change your mind on that, I guess.
You're gonna be broke forever.
Yep. I'm gonna need that. Give me the...
I was wondering, if fortes are so effective in investigations, can't they be used to commit crimes as well? For example, let's say someone has telekinesis. Wouldn't they be able to easily create a locked room mystery?
Of course, it would be possible to abuse master detective powers. It's all a matter of how you use them. Some master detectives have turned to crime in the past. But as far as incidents in Kanai Ward, you won't have to worry about that possibility.
Why is that?
The entire city is closed off. There are no master detectives here, besides us.
Ah, so because there's no way for more master detectives to sneak in, they can't use their abilities to commit crimes.
You must assume that there is no such thing as a truly impossible crime, and interpret the case accordingly. This line of thinking will be necessary for the investigation we're undertaking.
That's very educational.
There's gotta be something else I didn't look at. Oh, I can look at that. Okay, that's what we're missing.
That's...
There's a slot machine here. It's been untouched for a while, so it's covered in dust. As far as I can tell, there's no traces that could be related to the crime.
Well,
if you're curious, okay, let's do it.
Precognition!
Just in case. Anything else I missed? In there. Around here, maybe?
Alright, we're gonna punch this thing in the face.
What else does it want us to look at?
It said we can look at the vent also.
are
with
you sure you
precognition.
don't need to
Did we do that
hurry?
yet?
It's already uncomfortable to hold hands like this. I'd be happier if you made it quick.
How do we use the precognition then?
Is it something that you can just turn on?
That's what I'm wondering. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
There's a button.
I was about to say, I just looked in the corner, I see it.
That's where I was confused.
Shit, son!
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
Yeah.
There's nothing here. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, look! Look, I was right. It looks
Yeah,
like one
you
of them
are
is
right.
missing.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's not creepy at all.
Body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene, and it's...
Whoop, I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh,
Target
there are
practice.
marks on him. Signs that he was strangled.
Which is the same as the last body we saw.
The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
That's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. Such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why? I knew it.
Sure enough, there's the secret club has dolls nailed to the walls too.
Yeah,
Yep, there we go. They're nailed into the walls seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There is nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else.
Indeed. Oh, yes.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
what are you doing? You can't touch what you see in postcognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult can probably pass through.
Fuck you and your damn metric system.
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Hey, look, the nails are doing the same thing that it was in the clock tower, too.
Below the vent? Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
No, they're steps.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason?
Was moved during the incident. As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem related to the case.
Yeah,
Check in this place.
That's...
The doll nailed to the roulette table, too.
I see.
The doll nailed right in the middle of the roulette table. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything. And that...
I told you, 50 on black.
This is what happens when you lose at roulette. You go fucking crazy and kill the owner.
No, when you go broke on roulette, it's your own fault because it's fucking roulette. It's better luck at betting on like a long run at the Kentucky Derby.
That's...
The chair is knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and the culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit would have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can get from it other than the fact that it's been knocked over. Let's check somewhere else. Right.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with.
Maybe it's been broken for a while in the clock tower.
Could be.
I think that's about it.
Alright.
Okay, cool. I guess it. Alright, yeah, so it looks like you did all of it.
Sweet.
Done,
That should
done.
do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
Alright, this is where we're going to end it once it gives me a chance to save.
Yep.
So I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the game. It is fun.
You're right, it is kitties with wings.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they are fat.
they're fat kitties.
Why are there winged kitties? I don't understand.
Because this game is weird.
That is
Alright
true.
guys, so we will see you next time. Thank you to everyone who dropped in live. Have a good night, guys.